What is your biggest fear in life? Most people would probably say that it's speaking. And believe it or not, several years ago, that was probably mine as well. What's up, guys? This is Philip Sessions, your public speaking coach, and I'm here to talk to you today about your number one fear, most likely, which is public speaking. But here's the thing, public speaking does not need to be your number one fear. And I want to share a personal story about me and how this has transformed my life, not transform. Anyways, but that fear of public speaking held me back for so long. I remember when I was a kid, going back to third grade, I'd missed a day of school. And this says a little bit of something about me being a nerd and everything. Missed day of school, came back the next day, told my teacher, "Hey, what did I miss?" And crazy enough, she said, "You were gone yesterday?" I didn't even know. I was that shy and an introvert of a kid that I would never talk. I would be quiet as could be, and I would just do my work, and I'd be overlooked all the time. And that kept being the repeat thing throughout my whole early childhood career, where until I got to my senior year of high school, but I was always overlooked. The women, as I started trying to date, would overlook me, although I would get some dates. The teachers would pass me up. All the cool kids in school would pass me up because, I mean, I was a nice guy. I was smart, but there was nothing outstanding about me, nothing that made people want to be attracted to me and be around me, even though all my friends would look to me to lead in the moment when somebody needed to lead. But I never had that opportunity without everybody kind of exhausting every single other thing until I finally got over that fear of public speaking because I was scared to death to speak in front of lots of people. One on one, I could do it no problem. That wasn't a big deal for me. I could have conversations with friends. I could kind of have conversations with strangers. But if it came me to speak in front of my class, I couldn't do it. It was so scary. If I had to do it, I would, but I really didn't want to do it. It would get me so nervous. I would get just beat red in the face because that's just what I do. I just get really red when I get nervous and when I get scared a little bit, when I get embarrassed, especially, I will turn just beet red. It is ridiculous. And so I always had this fear of public speaking. And then went off to college and I started getting more out of my shell. So my senior year, I got out of my shell, but really just around my friends. I didn't get out of my shell and put myself out there. When I went to college, I told myself, I'm going to be different. I'm going to do something different. I want to be better known. But I still had that fear of talking in front of a lot of people. I got better at it. I could have more conversations with random people, but I still couldn't really put myself out there. And as I got out of college and got into my career as an electrical engineer, I found that I was getting passed over for promotions. I was getting passed over for the little things. I was the guy that could get the job done, but nobody wanted to give me a raise. Nobody wanted to give me a promotion. Nobody wanted me to do anything but be that guy that was the operator. I couldn't stand that. I was tired of being that guy. I didn't want to be that guy that was just smart, that could use his brain here to be able to do these things and make these things happen, but then get overlooked because the project manager or the sales guy or the manager, they would come in and save the day because they would go and present it. So I decided I'm going to change this. I'm tired of living in fear. And so I started to learn to speak. And that has changed my life tremendously. I'm more known in my local community, in the masterminds I'm a part of. People see me. They recognize me as the guy that goes out there and speaks, that's doing videos all the time. People look up to me and they ask me questions all the time about, how did you get started with speaking? How do you not have the fear of speaking? What do you do to get past that fear? How do you just look so confident? You can command a room. Any room you come into, people look at you with respect. And it's all because I got over that fear of public speaking. I really, truly believe that is the reason why I command those rooms, the reason why people look at me and give me that respect, because I can speak now, because I got over that fear and I don't worry about what people think about when I start speaking. I just start speaking. And that can be the same thing for you if you decide to get past that fear. But how do you get past that fear? Well, first and foremost, it has to be a desire that you want to get past that fear. If you don't want to get past that fear, if it is something that's just going to hold you back that much that it's crippling you, it's holding you back, nothing else I say from here is going to help you. So you have to decide you want to get past that fear today and have that unquenchable desire to be somebody different, because the person that you want to be is not afraid to speak in public. The person that you want to be is not afraid of what people are going to think when you say something, whether you say it well or you say it terribly. You have to be a person that doesn't care what other people think. And so you have to do that first. You have to decide you are going to move past that fear. You are going to be this new person and you're going to transform, because that person that you want to be, they do things that you're not doing now. So you have to get over that fear and just start speaking. So that's number 2. Start speaking now. It could be a selfie video. You just do a real quick selfie video here, post it on social media. I suggest that, but you can also not post it on social media. But you have to start getting yourself exposure, seeing people liking your stuff or not liking it, making comments or not making comments. You just put it out there, because I've been doing this over the past 5 years. I joined Toastmasters as well, which is a great tool for you also to use if you want to go that route. If you're brand new at it, I suggest it, but let's not get on that tangent here right now. But just start posting videos, because 5 years ago, I started posting videos, and now you're listening to this podcast or you're watching me on YouTube and you're wondering, how do I get good at speaking like Philip? The reason why I'm good now is because I put in the reps. I put in the practice. 5 years. Do you think you're going to be good if you spend 5 years on something? When I started, I did not think about, man, it's going to take me 5 years to get where I'm at today. But I knew that if I didn't become a speaker, if I didn't become somebody that would speak up and speak in front of crowds, then my life was not going to change. So I just started speaking. I started doing videos. I did anything I could to get out of that comfort zone, which was not speaking, so that way I could get on the other side where I wanted to be. So you have to start doing some kind of videos. You have to start exposing yourself to people. Not in that way. Don't think that way. You need to start exposing your voice to people and you speaking in front of them for you to start getting over that fear. And guess what? You start getting calloused. You might be able to see a little bit here on my hands. I've got some nice yellow calluses. My wife makes fun of me for those all the time. But when you first start lifting weights, your hands get torn up, especially if you're lifting some heavier weight. Your hands will start getting torn up. But over time, your hands will get calloused like that. You'll get these ugly calluses, really, that make your hands stronger and tougher, and you can continue to lift that weight. And as you lift more weight, it'll break down again, and then it'll heal. And then you're going to break it down again, and it'll heal again. And it continues to get stronger and stronger. And this is what you do with your speaking. You break yourself down. You try something. You suck at it. You get better. You suck at it again because you tried it again and you get better, and you continue to suck until one day, all of a sudden, you're this amazing speaker. But it's not an overnight thing. You have to continue to go after it time and time again, and then start assessing. I would say that's number 3. So just put videos out. Don't even care what you sound like, how many ums you say, if you only speak for 15 seconds or if you speak for 5 minutes, just post it. But then once you start posting it and you're getting comfortable with that, now let's go back and review it. Because if we don't start reviewing the videos that we're doing, how are we going to get better? So you're going to get some feedback from people, of course. People are going to be hating on you. People are actually going to be genuinely trying to help you. But you ultimately need to give that feedback to yourself. What do you like about what you do? What do you not like about what you do? Your voice is going to sound weird to you, and that's okay. But as you get these reps in, you'll get used to that over time. And guess what? Your voice sounds like everybody else's, what everybody else thinks. And so nobody thinks your voice is weird. And the example I always like to use is Tony Robbins. That dude is a phenomenal speaker, and so many people listen to him. Yet he doesn't have a great voice because his voice is all messed up. And so he doesn't have a great voice, but he continues to speak anyways. And so you can do the same thing, whether your voice is great, whether it's not, just speak because it's all about the message. And so once you start reviewing those videos, then you need to figure out what that message is that you want people to know you for. So first, just start. I mean, just get reps in. Just talk about anything. Talk about life. Talk about hobbies. Talk about what happened that day, what you ate. I mean, do all of these things. You can go back to Instagram 2013, 2015, whatever, where it's just a post of your food because it's what everybody did. Do that to start. Just get yourself out there, get those reps in. And then once you get those reps in, you get comfortable and you start reviewing your videos, then you can start actually talking about your business. You can start talking about things that you really want to talk about and what you want people to know you for. That's when you're going to start becoming that really good speaker because now you're going to see, are people liking this? Are they not liking this? And at first, they're not going to like it as much as when you talk about your personal life because the stories you share, your personal life is what people like to hear more than business. So then you need to figure out how to create stories. And there's so many other things within this that you can do. But if you don't get over that fear of public speaking, you're never going to change your life. Your life will not be the fullest that it can be because every person that is in a high level of leadership in any company, any country, almost every person, maybe not every single person, but most of those high level leaders and those successful business owners all at least are comfortable with speaking. They may not be amazing speakers, but they have to go out there and speak. So if you never get over that fear of public speaking, you're never going to be the leader that you want to be. You're never going to create the impact and influence that you want to. So you have to get over that fear of public speaking. And if you need help with that, I would love to help you out. Just reach out, leave a comment below, or just send me a DM over on Facebook at The Real Philip Sessions, and I can help you out today. But with that, guys, have a healthy and blessed day.